Hello everyone, Wise Guy Jesse here, and today I'm playing some more Guild Wars 2. This is going to be going against the one, what's his name, that boss, the Tequatl. Yeah, he's not supposed to spawn for a little over 20 minutes, but most of the time if you do this event, you want to show up like 40 minutes early to maybe even an hour, depending on what time of day and how busy servers are. Because this place fills up really fast. So right now they're kind of doing organizing. I see, got where that guy's name is, Lusa. He's gonna be in charge of turns over there, and we got one Cannibal King in charge of the turns back there. I'm assuming someone will eventually move over to the middle to show us the fight here. Possibly, I don't know. But anyways, so yeah, we still got like 20 minutes. They show up, or 20 minutes for them to try to taxi some people over. Have the someone tag up for middle to be in charge of the Zerg group up here. Someone might drop food or something. So yeah, all that. Why it's all saying, I was gonna say yeah, sorry for not having a whole bunch of uploads again. It's kind of busy lately, and whenever I do have time to jump on here, because I have been able to jump on a good bit, it's just that I didn't always something was going on where I didn't want to start recording because there's a possibility of me being interrupted or something, or having to go off somewhere and messing up the recording. But anyway, so I end up joining a new guild. They got Azurance. It is one GVG guild to go off and fight. Like, we go against other guilds, but I forget the one leader guy. Like, I think his name's the Blueberry or something like that in there, or Dub Blueberry. But when he jumps on, most of the time his name's like Papa Berry or something like that. He's in charge of it. So I mean, if anyone's on the TC server and is interested in guild versus guild stuff, you probably would want to message him. So far, I think the group, most of the time, we try to do like a 15 versus 15 guild versus guild group fights. Sometimes people are on, sometimes they're not, so sometimes we have to do like a 10 versus 10. Either way, it's still kind of fun. So I mean, if you're into the whole GVG stuff and you want to join in, go ahead. They have someone else in their guild does recordings for YouTube too, and I might end up starting to do recording for the guild versus guild stuff, and then you have multiple points of view to see what's going on around there. I just don't know, because like I said, my game, like, I'm on a laptop, so it doesn't seem to, like, I could play games like this where it would be like some computers. I hear people sometimes complain about lag all the time. Mine can handle most of it. It's just that if there's a whole bunch of action going on at once or something, it doesn't catch on real fast. So when there's 15 versus 15 and they start attacking and all the spells are going off and everything's moving real fast, it tends not to keep up. But I mean, it still goes as long as the frames drop. So they had that whole thing going on. But if you're still interested in joining that here for some fun, it's like that, it's still here. It's mostly what's going on is that you jump on at night. They have, I think it's 8 to 10 on Eastern Eastern time, from 8 to 10 at night. They do just a little mini run where we just run around on the maps on the Borderlands and stuff, going against whatever groups we could come across. But like I said, there's only like 10 or 12 of us most of the time on those, so we can't do much. If we run into like a small group or another guild, we'll go against them and stuff like that. But most of the time, I mean, there's kind of blobs all over the place, and we can't take on 60 or 70 or even 80 people. That kind of ends badly. So they have that whole thing. I think we do have the guys going off doing recruiting and stuff in that guild. So you might get a message from him if you're running around in one of the battleground areas. Like I said, he's like since there's only like a dozen of them running around doing stuff. They kind of gone off and doing recording, or not recording, but keep on going off and doing a whole bunch of recruiting. And so I figured, this might be a good way. So if you jump on and say, hey, I saw a video from Wise Guy on YouTube, and he's saying you guys do Guild Skill stuff, you might be interested, because, yeah, like I said a while ago, I forget what video, because I haven't looked through them for a while, but I say that how people seem to like to join those giant guilds, because they don't have to put any effort into it. They already have all these upgrades done. They got all this stuff already, so they don't have to do anything. They just get around. But the problem with that is, some people are perfectly fine with this, and that's okay. But some people, they just kind of get lost in the crowd, they're not really noticed and stuff like that. And this is one of those moments where if you're in like a giant guild like that, tons of people, and you're just kind of feeling like lost and stuff, you could easily join in one of these guilds. And one of the fun things about the whole Guild Wars thing is you could have 5 guilds. You see, I'm in 3 of them, so that's like the old guild that's been handed down to me because everybody else left and no one ever shows up in there anymore. And I don't know why I haven't left it. It's one of those where I'll leave it if someone else asks me to join another guild. But you could join these guilds. Like I said, this one Assurance Guild, they just do the runs at night and stuff. So as long as you show up and just represent for 2 hours, and he's told me that as long as I can make it like 4 or 5 days of a week, and then it's perfectly fine. He just wants me to be there, show up for those. So if you do the same thing, yeah, you can go along and it would be tons of fun. You get to hang out with some really having fun, chatting around, and you'd probably be in a couple of videos on YouTube and stuff like that. They're a really great group and stuff, really friendly. And don't get me wrong, like all other guilds are pretty good too. It's just that this guild, you're supposed to, most time in Guild Wars Guild, you're supposed to like show respect to one another and stuff. And sometimes people trash talk a lot, so you might have to deal with that throughout guilds. I think all guilds have that, but in the end, we're always telling them to calm down and be nice to everybody, kind of thing. Same with like this guild. Everybody's supposed to be having fun. So I got like another like 15 minutes to Tequatl spawns. So I'll go ahead and like go over some of the basics to this. They have, you can see a couple commanders up on the map. So okay, seeing where he was running off to. He's just standing back there. But you see there's 3 turns there, and there's 3 turns over here. The turns play a major role in Tequatl. Right now they got people sitting on turns, so I can't really run up to them and show you the spells and stuff to them. But they have, I can't remember off the top of my head. I know that there's one of them where it will go, because like, as you may have seen, there's a whole bunch of the Risen sitting around here. One of the spells is to knock out like poisons and conditions on this. So they got like a little like healing effect thing. And so some of the turns we're shooting those off. Tequatl, if you've gone against it before, you know that he has that power where he slowly starts to have or he starts to slowly gain these stacks. Once it hits like 25, bone wall will show up. I think it's called like hard scale or something like that, hardened scale. And the turns have attack that will hit it and will take those down. And I think it's gaining like 1 scale a second. So I mean, if a couple turns are hitting him with that break the scales down attack, we'll take it down real fast stuff. And that will keep it, because if the bone wall comes up, you can't hit him. He's invincible till you take the wall down. So it's a minor kind of hurdle you have to get over. They also have you can see people are shooting off the spells right here. That's what's hitting us from back there. They got a couple, I think there's 2 different buffs and stuff that you might see. Like One's like a attack bonus, one's the old defensive bonus kind of thing. Every 25% of Tequatl's health down is the event will go on where you have to run up here and you have to protect the mega lasers and the batteries to them. So, try to remember where they are. I think that, and there's like another one back in that turn or something. I think those are like the batteries to the mega laser, and I believe that's the mega laser. So you have to do that every 25%. There's also one part of this where you will see you it's where he takes everybody that's attacking him. I think it's all the ones up here though, or maybe it's everyone, or maybe it's just random people. Not 100% sure on it, but it will grab you and it will throw you into the water, and that's where you find, I found it, where he will take you, you get tossed in the water and you have to swim back up and run back to your spot. When you're tossed in, you're just behind him, like right over here. Easy to swim back up, but you can't swim back down. If you, like, once you swim out, you're back up on land, you can't go back down into it. What happens is, most of the time, people will just panic and swim out of there just so they can go back to the fight. If you actually swim down, though, there's a hidden treasure chest. And so, yeah, I got like another 10-minute wait till he shows up. It's like one of the things also they have is, I think they'll do it a little bit later, but someone normally will drop food and they'll drop like a banner or something like that. If no one really drops a banner, I might drop a magic find banner, because this event, if you know, there is a chance of getting a ascended weapons chest, and it will give you a weapon of the sunless. And I really want to grab the blade of the sunless, which is the sword one. The sunless things, if you haven't seen them, they kind of look like they'd go along with the necro look to it. Like it's a black and green, kind of call it like a black blade, and got kind of like the green designs in it. And the cool part of it, though, that I like is it sets off all the different weapons have a effect to it where it's like a black smoke coming off it. This is a faint black smoke, but if you're moving around a lot, you don't see it much. But if you stand still, it kind of like thickens up and you can see it much better. And it's a ascended chest, so I mean, really hard to get. So that's why a lot of people show up to these things over and over again in hopes to get it. This is like maybe like the 5th time of me doing this event, but hopefully it'll be the 2nd time it actually succeeds. All other times it didn't succeed, but I mean that's before the mega server was up. So that will go very nice. If I do happen to get it, I will be extremely excited. They have, what was it? I already have 2 ascended chests from doing Edge of the Mist. I know some people don't go to the Edge of the Mist that much. Such a great place. It's where I found both these chests at. I got this one with Rampager stats and the Celestial stats. And I also found my precursor there that I ended up having. This the Colossus. Got it from the airport guy. So I'm always getting a whole bunch of good luck from that place. So that was very nice. But I mean, the chance again, it's from like all PvP areas. It's just, I like Edge of Mist because it's mostly the Karma Train is just non-stop running around. So it gives you a better chance of getting stuff from the events. And so, yeah, it's one of the things that I'll probably end up going to some other time. Also need to start doing practice commanding there sometime. I said I was going to, but I end up getting up with these guys and talking to them, so I will yeah, I kinda got busy with those guys, and since they are a GVG group, they like to, one of the things that I will warn you if you're going to join it is you have to have an open mind. You can't just join in saying my build's the best and I'm going to keep it this way. You join in, they say, okay, let's go off and we're going to do this and this, and they do a couple attacking, like small groups and stuff like that of the other team. And then they'll watch how you do, and then they have, what they will do is they'll end up having like a little meeting thing. They go down, they talk to each other in one chat room, saying what they think of the of you, and it's not like they're going to be like judging you like as if you've committed a crime and they're like all mean stuff. They're like, okay, well, I've seen them do this and this, and they could work better on this, and they will come back to you, talk to you. Like they've told me, my armor was that one, the cleric stuff, because I always was the healing shout guy. I want to do a whole bunch of healing. Well, they said, okay, well, you should jump over to the knight. So okay, so I've been switching over to knight. I just gotta get those two switched around. I'm buying the Dreadic, or yeah, the Dreadic coat set. Fortunately, for some reason, the two least armor covering things are the most expensive ones at like 6 gold. I managed to buy a helmet that does more than this for 2 gold. But oh well. I know it doesn't make much sense, but kind of funny. So I had to switch over. So slowly working up some more gold. I got 7 gold right now. Don't want to buy anything because I have a habit of jumping on trade posts and I'll look up the dumbest stuff ever, like things that you wouldn't even think. Like I looked up dyes one time because I want to have dyes that kind of counter each other on the contrast. Like I was looking up, I think at that time I was looking up a yellow. I think I got lemon. Like I was looking up a yellow to contrast with purple, like the different purples I have, and then I just like decided I was gonna get orange to contrast with the blues. And I was like, oh yeah, this would be nice. Well, as I'm running along, I come across this dye, and I'm like, I love the name, Humiliation. I'm gonna put that on. So then, now I get to run around as this lovely, extremely pink colored warrior. And I was like, this is the dumbest things I do. Gotta reset that. I don't want to turn to pink warrior. Most of the time I use it as to when I run around in or like World vs. World if I'm on my own. If I throw that pink stuff on, it kind of makes me sit out a little bit. And I don't know, sometimes people assume when they see a lighter color, or if they see like a girl character on, they're like, oh, it's easier to take on. What they don't realize is all the stats are the same throughout all of them. So even though it may look weaker, and I do have my person set up as height shorter than normal, it makes me look smaller, and they're like, oh, it looks weaker, and then they'll come after me. And I do pack kind of a punch. You see, I still have that same build of running around, hammer, and warhorn and stuff. Got my shots. I have that banner set up. And I do have to remember, make a note to myself to go off and do. I have to talk to another group of friends that have another guild, and they're a big PvP guild, I think. Or they're a really good PvP guild, if I remember correctly. I'll have to talk to them, see if I could do some one-on-one dueling, some of our tips and hints with them. Because they'll help out, because they had like the guild I was in. They had me switch around traits and stuff like that. I used to have it, so it was like 0066, or what I used to have was 2066, and the 2 at the top was because when I would do dodging, roll through a crowd and it hurt them, and then fall damage thing, because in the Borderlands, the garrison is up on a giant mountain, and so sometimes you have to make a quick escape, jump off there. So I had that for there. They switched it around to 00 and 662, so then or 00563, so I could like swap weapons, all that stuff faster. So I have all that stuff set up. It helps out because that weapon swap, I could sit there and, it's like takeaway conditions, and they have the whole make us move faster, because you always want to have swiftness in fights. If you have swiftness, that gives you the better movement. If you're moving faster, you get around easier. And they have this whole thing. This thing was nice because that whole weakness to the other guys, you can see it's like they're going to. It kind of makes it so they keep on glancing you. Makes it easier to hit them. And what I probably should have done instead of sitting here the whole time was I probably should have gone off and killed some of the risen around here. Just my sword, it's that whole bloodlust on it. I don't remember if I showed you that part. I also have a new weapon, the Impeller. That thing's kind of cool. It has that glow to it. The tip of it's like this red glowing to it. It's one of the other things that was kind of stupid I bought. I was like, oh look, it glows. I'm buying that too. I said, I need someone to just kind of stop me. I need to unbind the one trade post key so I stop going and looking around and buying stupid stuff. Because I also need to go off and, what was it, at some point I'm trying to build that one, the correct shield, or shell, the one that has the tentacles and stuff like that sticking out. I had someone here earlier with it, but I don't see him anymore, but sorry. It has a whole bunch of tentacles and stuff that's showing out the back of it. I wanted to make that just because it was one of the ascended, it goes into a ascended back piece, and the one correct shells, those things I could easily farm up from going to that South Sun coast or cove, but they have, besides that, someone's dropping food too. Steaks and mango pies. Mango pies I'm definitely going to grab. Seems to give me, like, I think it's 80 health a second or something like that. Doesn't sound like a whole bunch, but I mean, seeing how I'm a warrior and have a whole bunch of... Oh crap. Oh, I forgot. I was like, wait, that's supposed to be like 400-ish. I forgot that I've lowered down. So I don't know if that was actually going to be giving me 80 health a second though. But I mean, I'm still making like 500 or so health a second. Anyways, so the event's about to start. If you've never been here before, then you're in for a surprise. Because, I mean, like most dragons, they're going to come in from somewhere. You know that. Shatter comes flying over and he lands. Tequatl, he flies over from that direction and lands. Thinking about it, that guy's sword right there is what the sunless one's gonna look like. The blade would be, instead of red, it would be black, and the gold part would have been green. Kind of a lime green. So you kind of get an idea of how it's gonna look. This turret might want to stop firing since the event's about to start the cooldown. Oh, there's Qui-Gon. Look at him go. See the whole bubbling, splashing the water in the distance. And there he is. He's not the prettiest little fella, is he? And once he lands, yeah, running. Good thing about having Commander on this tag, because yesterday I wanted to do this, and I end up going to swip over my hammer. It does more damage. But yesterday I wanted to do this event, and I showed up 30 minutes before the event. I got stuck in, oh crap, that hurts. Tossing down a banner. Okay, I think I got a couple people up with that. Oh god, all the banners. Oh. Okay, I guess everybody decided to throw down a banner. They're probably in a chat room somewhere like TeamSpeak or something, and I'm probably missing out, and I'm gonna be... They're probably like telling people, okay, you, go throw banners, and then everybody throws a banner. Which is going badly, because now the next time they smack everybody, they're going to have, yeah, next time they have everybody down, everybody's banner's gonna be on the 4-minute cooldown. That's gonna go bad. But we're doing decent so far. Still have all of our turrets. We have 15 minutes to kill them, and so, I mean, it normally looks like it's going bad, because I feel like every time I've been here, his health is like this. It's really close to, looks like it's almost to the completely full kind of thing. And so it does look a little bad, like you're about to lose stuff, but it starts to drop faster, seems towards the end. It's just the lag and the frames dropping. Because all that, there's just dozens of people here. I want to hit the alt to see how many people are right here beside me, but that's just going to cause it to lag more. Shake it off. Yeah, there's everybody dying again. Yeah, you got people yelling in chat. This thing is like rather annoying. Is people who die fully down like that can't get back up. There's no way to get back up unless if someone like hand reses you kind of thing. And what they do, they sit there, and you're going, why are you sitting there? You're not helping. You're in our way. If you're just going to sit there and wait, hope for someone to heal you up. What's going to happen is they're going to wait there the whole time, and you're not going to end up getting anyone to heal you. And you're just going to waste your time and not get enough hits on to actually be part of the event. It's like you need to go off and waypoint. That's what they need to do. Oh well. I think I might have switched my trait back to 00662 because I kept on getting that one relation or relation or whatever it's called, where whenever someone hits me, it does damage back to him. Because he's getting hit by like 200 damage from that. I don't think Turn shoot that also. You can see that the event's almost a third of the way into it, and his health's still pretty far up. But I think the whole, every time you defend the battery, it's like the mega laser shoots off, and I think that does a crap ton of damage. So that, I think, helps drop him a good bit. There's like the whole, you're supposed to jump over the waves and stuff like that. I don't ever do that, because I mean, the waves start right there. That's an achievement, you're supposed to jump over like 10 waves and stuff like that. I just don't ever do that. But I'm starting to realize that they actually have someone back there yelling, stay clear of its feet, and that's when a shockwave goes off. I'm going to do that sometime. It's going to be another achievement. I just don't go through doing achievements. And you see its health is like maybe a fifth of the way down. Oh crap, 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 crap. Okay, I rallied. Okay, that's bad. This is really bad. I'll jump back. I guess I'll have to use a healing ingot. Yeah, I thought I was going to die for a second there. I was like, oh crap. Because I was an idiot and I still, for some reason, haven't ran and discovered that waypoint up there. So I mean, if the waypoint over that way is contested, then I am basically going to have to run from a far distance. Okay, this hurts. There's a lot of pain going on. I wonder if there's like a certain amount of people are allowed to be, or only able to be hit at a time. If so, I should probably stay with the stack, because that will keep me. Yeah, everybody's doing shots right here, so I need to stay in the stack. I think that's what my problem was. I was staying too far back. I was getting healed by those shouts. Okay, this event I'm starting to worry about, because it's like, yeah. Oh, okay. Mega lasers. Yeah, I'm starting to get worried, because normally we would have had them down farther than that. So the mega lasers, you got all the different ones you gotta protect. Most of the time I think people just run to this one, because as long as you got a couple of them protected, then they're good. The thing is like most events, the more people that show up at one, the harder the event will become. So I mean, a whole bunch of people show up and you got champions spawning like over there, and I think that's gonna be a champion too. Go ahead and hit him. just gotta run around. You see, like, this only has like a 1 minute of the whole protecting thing. What happens is you want to go till about the 10 seconds before it's over, 15 seconds before it's over, and that's not enough time for him to actually break anything. So you start to run back to your spot up there to hit Tequatl, because if you don't, then you're basically wasting 10 seconds of time of attacking, standing around kind of thing. So that's one of the things you have to look out for. Okay, yeah, everybody's yelling. Go back. Okay, bloated creeper guy. Don't want to go by him because they'll explode. You gotta stand up here because they'll spawn right there. Okay, so yeah. He's like a quarter of the way down, and the vent's just a little over, halfway over. So I mean, this can go bad, but then again, we still got time. I think I'm just gonna start using the sword and hit him. Oh man, it's like doing double damage or something, or is it just lagging really bad? Oh, it's just lagging because those are the same numbers. Yeah, I got so many stakes of might. But see, that's one of those moments where you look like you're losing, but you saw he was in like a whole trance where he was just taking a crap ton of damage. You see, we're doing thousands of damage. So, you can see, okay. Now if you swim down, there's the sunken treasure. Now you go back up, and I got this whole thing, so I could fly up there, and I'm shout healing, so I mean, I'm going to be good. I can't say the same for some of the other people who go for that sunken treasure, but I don't know if that actually gives you any kind of bonus items. I didn't see anything pop up. I switched over to sword because my war horn is the one, I think it's called like Song of the Temptress or something. And what happens is I have that Song of the Temptress. Oh crap, we gotta run back that way. That was much faster than I was expecting. But like I said, it's like once you take him down a little bit, he goes much faster. But that's Song of the Temptress or something like that, where like a 30% chance on a hit, it will do a water effect and it heals up about 300 health, I think. Double check. Song of the Temptress, yeah. A 30% chance on a hit, it will do a healing effect. And the healing effect, I mean, it's only like 300 damage, or 300, and it gets a couple second cooldown, so I mean, I can't sit there and spam it a whole bunch. But still, 300 health can make a difference between the whole dying stuff. It just makes it so you can sit there and last longer. I'm not expecting to save the whole Zerg with it, I'm just expecting to keep it alive longer. It only really comes in helpful for the when it's going against the like Zergs and stuff like that. It's only helpful then if when I'm going against like one-on-one stuff. I prefer to use my hammer because the hammer has the blood sigil on it, so it will end up it does bonus damage and it heals me up by I don't know, well, it's like 50% chance on a crit. It heals and it what is it, that extra damage, I don't know, my mind's going blank because I'm sitting there focusing on trying to kill a dragon. It, it just depends where you're at, mostly, of how much damage it'll do, because it on your level. Oh yeah, I should probably be yelling Great Justice to get a whole bunch of bonus damage. Looks like we're about to do a whole defend them. Probably about to do a whole defend the Mega Laser thing. Or we're just gonna skip it. We might end up skipping it. Yeah, I gotta go back to the Mega Lasers again. So this is how the event goes. It's like it just starts going faster and faster. Oh. Okay. Yeah, most of the time people just run over to these Mega Lasers right. This whole one right here. Just because it's the closest. And I mean, like I said at the beginning, or a little bit ago, it's like the more people that show up at place, the harder the scale of the battle will be. So, I mean, this place, if people, a whole bunch of people cut through here to go to other places, this place will scale up really high up. And so, it's just kind of for the best that a whole bunch of people will stay here. So, gotta keep on sitting around here. So yeah, this place is definitely going to be a whole victory thing. Might as well grab my stacks and stuff so I could do a whole bunch of bonus damage. Get that superior blood sigil, or not blood sigil, bloodlust. So I'm doing 25 or 10 more power for each one of those. So right now I'm doing like an extra 100. I just want to kill this last guy so I can get like an extra 10 power. So it'll help out just a little bit, but I mean still. Okay, and we still have all turns still up, so that is an extremely good thing, because that actually is an achievement to have all turns up while fighting him. I just gotta hopefully kill him all the rest of the way in this. There's this doing a crap ton of damage. Just everybody spamming one. He's about to die. There we go. And that's the whole Tequatl thing. I'm not sure where that portal goes, so I'm not going to take it. Each of those treasure chests, you get a treasure chest for... Oh, the portal just went to the chest. That's nice. But, each of those chests you get for every 25% of his health gone. And of course the mega chest right here, the dragon chest, is given when you beat him completely. So, yeah, each one just gives you... Oh, I got another one of those. Each one of these just give you a different one. So since we killed them all the way, you also get this one. You see each one's a different one. This is because we took them down 50%. And this one is for 75%. And that first one is just because you took them down the whole 25. Okay, so now the event's over, so I'm just running back to this spot. Let's see. Go ahead and scrap that. Scrap. Some people got some decent items. will open them in order of the oh, kind of leave that one for last. I got more items than I was expecting to get. But doesn't look like any special chest. So, see, don't think that was the chest for a sunless, but it really wasn't. I don't know if sometimes people will save up a whole bunch of chests, like what I have right now, where I just don't open the chest, I just leave them. And some people will do that, and then they'll go to events and they'll be like, oh look, I got a whole bunch of chests, and when really they had them for a long time. Let's go ahead and move all of those up. Grab a crap ton of magic find. Okay. And just go move those up. Whole bunch of organizing. I know this is great video content. Okay, good enough. So yeah, that's the whole Tequatl thing. We got that whole thing done. Because people are going off to next boss, which mall. They have, let's see, Superior Rune Sunless, huh. Yeah, he was probably all excited seeing the word Sunless and thought it was going to be a weapon. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, so thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you would like to join the Zerent's guild that's pointed out earlier in the video, or if you're even interested in mine, you saw my name, you probably seen it in multiple other video things, the whole Wise Warrior Jesse's one I'm on most of the time. Feel free to send a whisper, or do the whole mail thing. Either way, I can get that, and I will send you invites if you're in the TC Coast like that. And we're pretty fun guilds just like that, so that'll be tons of fun. Or if you want more info, just whisper stuff. Or you can even whisper the whole the one Barry from the Zern's that leader from there, because he will be able to point out a whole bunch of things and talk more of that guild than I will at the moment. So anyways, I guess I'll see you guys next time. And I mean, since this does conclude the whole those mega bosses I was doing, the whole dragons that are going against, and the Kraken Queen, I think the next videos I'll do will be like guild versus guild stuff, and I know I'll probably get more subscribers with that, because I noticed that a lot of people do like the whole guild versus guild videos, but the thing is, there's not a whole bunch of people who do that, because you do lose like frame rate and stuff, and you do want a good frame rate and keep up with everybody else when it comes to that. So I guess I will see you guys next time on Guild vs. Guild, or like I said, our video I'm gonna be like messing around, doing like weird, stupid stuff, which I might end up actually doing now, since I mean it's morning time. There's not a lot of people on, so there's not much to do. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.